sometimes it's difficult to maintain that balance because of the easy access that we kind of have to our phones and any form of media nowadays. And as a result of that, it's something again we discussed slightly in part one, but I want to go a bit deeper, is that we've never had to be bored. We fill every spare moment we have with content and with entertainment. And that might be great in the short term, but sometimes I wonder in the long term how beneficial that is. And obviously previously we spoke about in part one how boredom has an impact on, the lack of boredom has had an impact on like our critical, deeper thinking. But what I wonder is that has this instant access to entertainment, has it also reduced our ability and tolerance to deal with discomfort?
Yeah, of course it has. Because, the ability to deal with difficult situation comes through going through difficulty. For example, boredom is one sort of difficulty, or accessing information or trying to find a particular subject through. So life in our time was much harder than it is for you, as I mentioned, in terms of related to the social media, finding knowledge, finding information, finding career choices and all that. And going through difficulty created that resilience in people. And boredom created that time for reflection, to go deep into your ideas, whatever you learned, and understand them in a much deeper way. Social media has created an environment where if people are not so careful, they can fill all their time whenever any difficulty comes through the distraction of social media, or whenever any boredom or a quiet time comes for their solitude or for their reflection. So if they would fill that time with social media or any reels or videos, so they wouldn't have enough time to reflect on things, on the activities on their daily life. And that creates a lack of depth or a surface level way of living, which kind of, when you're not dealing with a lot of difficult choices, or your ability to deal with them decreases because you're shifting to a more leisurely mode through social media all the time whenever any difficult choice comes. So then your frustrations grow and you react most of the times in a very uncomfortable way. Your ability to deal with difficult situation kind of slightly deplete. You don't understand how to deal with it. So your understanding and then how to deal with difficult situation grows much smaller. So from that point of view, definitely social media can be very dangerous if people use it too regularly, or do not let themselves deal with situations and reflect on things and understand their life, what is happening day to day, and give time for understanding rather than just continue scrolling or getting all the distraction all the time.
No, you are right, and it is something I notice with myself and a lot of people my age, that as soon as something difficult happens, it's really easy to just remove that difficulty as a distraction and just kind of find the next TV show to watch or the next reel to look at. So it's definitely something that's very prevalent.